Claire, welcome to my channel Clarobobbins. This is my first Friday Sews. Thank you very much to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating this hashtag for us to be able to use as Friday Sews. So what am I wearing today? Well, this is my latest Jarrah sweater. It was my first make of January this year. Made it on New Year's Day. I've made it from lovely Lamazi fabric. It's the Merino Touch Lamazi sweater knit that I bought in the January sale. It was kind of Boxing Day January sales. Yeah, they ran from one to the other, didn't they? So it was lovely to have the fabric arrive, get it in the wash and get it made up straight away. I made this little infinity scarf to go with it, which is just a self-drafted tube, and then you just switch one of the hems around through 90 degrees and that gives you the infinity link. So yeah, I like the way it feels. It's just a nice size on the neckline, and I often make this design when I make the Jarrah sweater. So I was so taken with this fabric, I bought it in another colourway as well. It was really good value for money. I love Lamazi fabrics. They do some really lovely quality fabrics. So although it's called a Merino Touch fabric, it's actually a viscose blend. Quite a high viscose content, lovely drape, very natural fibrey feel to it, nice and fluffy, easy to sew with, just lovely. And a bit of a bargain for the price. So I bought it in this lovely pink, which is another of my colours. I come out as a winter, bright clear winter, had my colours done in the 80s, so a long time ago. Early 80s as well, oh goodness me. So no, actually no, late 80s, I'm not that old. So yeah, what should I do with this one? Another Jarrah? I've got two Jarrahs at the moment. I think I made a toile. Can't remember. I've got a lovely one that I made in a leopard print, a viscose blend from Versal Fabrics last year. And this one that I've just made, I really like the sweater. It's great if you've got a fuller bust because they do a D-cup version. I like the fit of it. I like the drop hem at the back. It looks nice over my hips. I have no hips. So it's flattering. So I know Rachel from Stitched Up did the lovely long split cuff version, and I'm quite tempted to have a go at that. I don't know if it would irritate me having cuffs in the way. Not sure. What do you think? Would you make something else from it? I've got quite a few itch to stitch and all of the Love Notions sweaters, so that would be an option. Have a think. What would you do? What would you make out of it? I could do a different version of the Jarrah and do the shorter version, maybe with a hemband. Anyway, food for thought. So that was my first buy of the January sales. I bought some other things as well, and I'll show you what I bought. So I love this colour. And I haven't got that much blue in my wardrobe. And I don't know why, because I don't seem to see it very often. I love this rich blue. This is a Meat Milk Tencel Lyocell blend. It's yarn dyed, it's not printed. It's from Meat Milk. It's the most beautiful, beautiful quality. Normally would be really expensive. I bought it in the Minerva sale for at least 40% off. It's not a remnant, so I was able to get a good length of it. I've got 2.6 meters here. And I'm thinking of a button-up shirt. I'm thinking either the Cashmerette Vernon shirt, because Cashmerette do the full bust options, and I really like their fit. I did their Sloper School. I'm a member of Cashmerette Club, did their Sloper School in 2024. And I've got a good fit, so I can make a size 14 and use their GH cup size, and I get a really good fit, and it fits my shoulders. I'm quite narrow shouldered, so think a rectangle with boobs and you've kind of got my shape. nailed really. So either Aria shirt or Vernon shirt. Have you made either? Could you recommend either? I also recently bought, I can't remember the name of it, another shirt pattern. I've got my stash up here. I'm going to have a quick look. So I love stash up, use it all the time. Last year my goal was to get it organised and I did. Now I bought recently another shirt pattern, the classic shirt pattern from Liesel & Co, and that was on Whitney's recommendation. Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. And I bought that from the fold line with the print, had it AO printed, whereas the Vernon shirt and the Aria shirt I've bought the PDFs and printed them myself. So I have three choices. Have you used any of those and could you recommend one? As I say, I need a shirt with a full bust option because doing full bust adjustments is a little bit of a pain, so I don't really want to have to do that. So what do you think? So very pleased with this, looking forward to making this, and this is quite high in my makes plans for January. I bought another shirting fabric which isn't one of my colours, so I couldn't resist this. It's a bit warm for me, but it is still bright, so I might get away with it. This is another of the meat milk fabrics. It was a remnant that was already reduced by Minerva, and then there was a 40% discount off it, so it was even less expensive than the checked blue. It's the most beautiful quality. It's the same fabric as the blue one. It was just already reduced in the sale. So I couldn't resist it, and I bought this lovely Robert Kaufman drill that was in the sale alongside it, so that I can wear them together. And I might just have to put a blue scarf with them just to break it up from my face. So I might use this as a fabric to trial the shirt I choose before I make it in the blue, just with it not being one of my colours but still having the beautiful quality of fabric. So that's an option. What should I do with the Robert Kaufman? It's a bottom weight. I've only got 1.9 meters of this, and I was thinking wide leg trousers, but it's almost a denim weight. It's a twill, cotton twill, and it's almost a denim weight. One bit of my 1.9 meters is this bit. It was 1.8 plus this, and I just thought I better get it because it would at least make a waistband. So it would be a lightweight denim or quite a heavyweight twill. It's pure cotton, 100% cotton, Robert Kaufman. It's beautiful. What shall I make with it? I could do Largo cargos. I could do a cropped pant. I'm thinking wide-ish. I don't want to do a narrow leg pant with it. I'll save those for capris for the summer. I might do some like narrow leg ones then, but I'm really into my wider leg pants at the moment. So ideas please, tell me what you think. And my final buy of the January sales was this one, which is another meat milk, I think, just check it. It's another meat milk. Yeah, it's the Too Faced Code Interlock Tencel Ponte Roma. I love a nice ponte. Ponte Roma. I think I would normally say ponte. So it feels much more natural than this is a ponte with this is Minerva heavyweight core ponte, which I like. These are the Parker ponte pants, and it's very black. I've got it in purple, pink and red, and I've made Metro blazers by Love Notions in those. I think this already, having just washed it once, and I washed it with a washing sheet that is for colour, so nothing that would bleach it, but it already has that kind of stone wash look to it. Now whether, I didn't notice before I washed it whether it already had that finish, but it has that slight sheen that I like. Don't get me wrong, I do like it, but I think it will probably fade more, being more natural fibre based than the core ponte from Minerva, which will have more polyester in it. I think it's I think the Minerva one is a 60% viscose. It might be 47. Anyway, this one, the Meat Milk, has got organic cotton in. It doesn't have any viscose in. It's got my stash hub here. It's 65% Tencel lyocell, hence the beautiful drape. 31% organic cotton and 4% elastane. So the little bit of elastane is the only man-made fibre in, that's not quite true. The Tencel is man-made, of course, but it's man-made from natural fibres, so you know what I mean. So it just has, it feels beautiful, absolutely lovely. So I'm thinking of not bodycon, but a fitted dress that's not too, that's quite, like a sheath dress type thing, but not too fitted. Because I have narrow hips, that shape's very flattering on me, as long as I get a good fit over the bust. And I know Love Notions produced a dress pattern, and I can't remember the name of it. Aurora, the Aurora tunic by Love Notions. I'm thinking for this, I've got 3.6 metres, so I've got more than the amount I need, so I might get a sweatshirt out of it as well, maybe. Love that dark red, definitely one of my colours. It's a cool red. So the other thing that I had arrived this week was my subscription from the Specky Seamstress, and I don't have a subscription box as such. This is my only treat, and I waited to open it on the channel, and I've got the most wonderful Always Crafting labels, and then little ducks. So they're beautiful. This is my treat for the month. I don't do a subscription box. This is my only subscription. Very affordable, a little treat. Always loved them. Great to use the labels, but I do need to get them organised. I keep looking at Rachel and Luann, Stitched Up and Yorkshire Sew Girl, and thinking they were so organised with all their labels in boxes. Mine are just in my drawer in the envelope. I must do something about that. So yeah. So my other big make of January, which I haven't shown you yet, is this. And this is a shirt I've made for my husband Nigel. We go dancing, ballroom and Latin, and he likes to wear a nice casual shirt. So we do black tie events as well, but most of the time when we're social dancing, it's kind of smart casual wear. So I've made him, this is the 4th shirt that I've made him. I've used this lovely Liberty Tarn Lawn from Sherwood's Fabrics, and I've contrasted it with these beautiful buttons from Pigeon Wishes, and I'll put a photograph of the fabric and the buttons together in for you to have a closer look. So I've top stitched, it's actually edge stitching and top stitching, and I've done the buttonholes in this bright lime green Gutermann fabric. And for the first time, I've used a sew-in interfacing for the collar and the cuffs, and the interfacing came from Acorn Fabrics, who are based at Nelson, near Colne in Lancashire. And they do the most divine range of men's shirting fabrics. Some of them are Italian, they're beautiful, beautiful quality. And I'm going to have a go at making a dress shirt for Nigel for dancing in, which will be attached to some kind of underwear. The type of thing they use on Strictly Come Dancing, so it doesn't constantly come out around the middle. But that's going to be a white dress shirt, so I'll more about that in a future video. So it's the first time I've used a sewing interfacing, and I bought 3 interfacings from Acorn Fabrics, a very stiff, heavyweight collar interfacing for a stand-up collar, a slightly lighter interfacing, and then they recommended their softest interfacing, which they use for cuffs, and it's beautiful. And I will buy more of it. They very kindly gave me half a metre to try. So I will, I'll be buying some more of that, and I tested it on this collar because it's never going to be worn with a tie, this shirt. It's a casual shirt. So yeah, I've used a sewing interfacing on the collar and on the collar stand. And I've put the shirt collar keepers little pocket in there as well, and I bought him some collar keepers for his birthday that he can try with that. So there we go, that's his lovely latest Liberty shirt. He has 4 now and they fit him beautifully. I'll pop a photograph of him wearing the shirt up here if I can manage to do it. It'll be a challenge, won't it? So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed watching my video today. Thank you very much for your time. Do give me a like if you've enjoyed it, and please consider subscribing. I'm a very small channel. I've only just started. I have no subscribers at all. It would be lovely to have you come back and see me again. I'd love to hear your feedback on my plans, the ones I've mentioned for the fabrics I've just bought. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. And if you could make a comment about your ideas, what I might do with those lovely fabrics. I'm really interested to hear what you think. So thank you very much for your time and your company today, and I hope to see you very shortly. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.